Good morning from your host Shashi Chopra. Welcome to the new episode of Life Experiences. Sharing brings joy and happiness and helps others to learn from your experience. Today, our guest is Mrs. Purnima Mookim. She is an attorney at law and very active in her community. Purnima completed her Masters of Law from Harvard University. She is a member of the DC Bar practicing immigration since 1995. Two of her daughters are attorneys and her son is a fitness trainer. Purnima ji, I am very excited to have you for this episode.
Thanks for inviting me to the show, Dr. Shashi Chopra. You want me to talk about my life experiences. Well, I can promise you it has been a roller coaster. It started back in India. I was born in a small village, and my father was in the army, but at that time he was posted to a non-family station. So my mom and my siblings were in Ballabgarh. When I was born, I was the fourth daughter in a row in my family. And as you know, in India, it is like a kind of a curse. And my grandparents and all were very unhappy. They were mad at my mom for getting girl after girl after girl. And they kind of like wanted to name me that God have mercy, no more girls, please, this and that. But my mom was thankfully very modern, and she said that no, she's not a curse, she's a blessing. My child is going to bring light to the world. So that's why she named me Purnima, which means like a full moon night. And then that's how my journey began. My parents encouraged me to do very well in the society, get a good education, stand on your own 2 feet. And despite like the cultural problems over there, we were sent to very good schools to have a nice education, be independent, do everything on our own, do not like put your head down and be ashamed that you're a girl, you cannot achieve anything. So that's the way, like my older sister, one of my older sisters is a lawyer as well, and she went through a lot of struggle as well to finish her studies. My other sisters and brother also got a good education. I finished my law in India. I went to Agra University to study law, which is a very famous law school over there. And then I started my own practice. I practiced in Faridabad for 10 years. And again, like because of my upbringing and my feminist views and strong ideas about women's upliftment, like I had to face a little bit of struggle. And then I wasn't too happy over there. Then I went through some eye problems, major eye problems, and then that like put me down a little bit. Uh, there was like again a lot of scandal in the area that like a young girl practicing attorney and now her eyes are not doing well, what is going to happen to this and that. So I was getting into a depression, and then my father said that no, like you need to get out of this toxic environment and you have a good education, you have a full life ahead of you. So I decided to come to the US, and I was also a member of the Lions Club. And luckily in 1989, Lions Club was having an international convention in Miami, Florida. I applied to attend the convention, and I got a visitor's visa to come here. Then when I came here, I was staying with some family friends for some time. That's where I met my husband, and then we decided to get married. And then my paperwork was in process for the green card. My husband had sponsored me. And then I went to law school to Harvard Law School in Washington, D.C. I did my master's. Then I did the D.C. bar. And I was lucky to pass the D.C. bar in my first attempt. And then like my search started like for jobs. But because of my relatively older age and my experience from India did not count too much over here, so I was having a hard time finding a job. Then I started to start my own practice. I practice immigration law now for the last more than 25 years. I got married. I have small children, 3 children, and my Two of my daughters are lawyers as well, and my son works as a fitness trainer. So I went through a lot of struggle here and in India as well, but like it has been quite a journey. Well, sometimes when I go for my research to the Library of Congress, I sit under the Jefferson Hall and think that, okay, I started from a village where there was no electricity and now I'm sitting in the center of the power of the world. So I feel very lucky, and I have learned a whole lot from my experiences, and I can say that if you try, you can get whatever you want.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Mookim, for not only sharing with us your life experience, but your wonderful insight. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It's all about experiencing life together. Please tune in next month at the same time on Fox 5 Plus for my next episode. Have a wonderful day.